Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Fix the Morning Show. I'm Tony T. We're with you here every day here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications so you're with us here when we go out the plays. Of course, give us that thumbs up. It really helps us build up our audience. We greatly appreciate that. We're going to give you picks today here from the NBA as well as college basketball. And NHL returns from their All-Star break. So we'll already get picks for you from there as well. Then we'll have a parlay segment at the end of the show. Let's meet the cappers and get right to the picks. Let's hold it, Rod. Rod, what's going on?
Not too much. Can't complain. Winning 4 of the last 5 days. Ending that cold losing streak. Went 5-15, and we came out of it and going in the right direction. So I'm excited for this weekend card. Nice slate of college basketball games. Some nice NBA games here as well. And then, of course, the stacked NHL card. We got 14 games today and 10 tomorrow. So 24. We had 24 pack of NHL games in 2 days. So they're definitely jamming them in there. Returning, yeah, they're diving deep first right in. They got plenty of teams on back-to-backs. And in the NHL back-to-backs are a little bit tougher than a lot of other teams playing back-to-backs. It's just one of those things. But I'm excited for it. Let's get to it. Big weekend of sports loading up.
Yeah, big weekend in sports as well, as we're only down to 2 big weekends left of college hoops. And then we start hitting those conference tournaments there in early March. Let's say hello to Solo. Solo, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're enjoying your weekend. Happy Saturday. Didn't have the best day yesterday. I want to say this week we kind of won one, lost one. So we're probably 500 for the week, but huge card today. Ready to get to it. Let's get to the bank. Let's make some money.
Let's hit the bank and make some money indeed. Let's get to it here, guys. We'll start here with the NBA 5-game card. So we'll start the first block in 3 of them. Suns and Bulls will lead us off here at 5 Eastern. We have in this one the Suns 4.5, total 239. Nets and Sixers. 76ers 10. I'm seeing 11s now. 11s popping up here for Philadelphia, total 213. Lakers and Nuggets. That's your ABC game. Nuggets 7, 6.5. So coming up right now. We see total sitting here at 241.5. Up on the board. Let's take a look at let's look at the injury report here for this first block of games here. And first one we'll take a look here is this Suns and Bulls game. And right now we can tell you it's just Martin out for Phoenix. On the Chicago side, no Liddell, no Smith, no Williams. Dosunmu is questionable. Vucevic and Giddey are probable. Brooklyn and Philly. No Clowney, no Russell, no Cam Thomas for Brooklyn. Edwards, Gordon, and Lowry are out for Philadelphia. Lakers and Denver. Kleber out. LeBron and Doncic are probable. On the Denver side, no Concard, no Watson. Gordon and Murray probable there for Denver. We start with Rod.
Yeah, I'm looking at a couple here in this time spot. Looking at Brooklyn heading into Philadelphia. Yeah, I'll take the Brooklyn Nets in that matchup. You give me 11. Yeah, I'll take it. You look what the 76ers have done this season as a home favorite. Hasn't been good. 1-11 ATS this season as a home favorite. So not laying 11 with the 76ers there. Giving the Nets plus the 11 in that matchup. And you look what the 76ers have done. 0-5 in their last 5. 0-5 ATS. And at home, 9-19 ATS. Nope. Take the Brooklyn Nets in that matchup. And then look at the Lakers in Denver. 243 is that total. Love the over there in that one. I think we cruise into the 250s. We know this Lakers team has been trending to the overs, and I think it continues. So is Denver, especially in Denver. That's going to turn into a track meet. Give me the over 243 in that matchup.
There from Rod. Next up, we move on over to Solo.
Phoenix and Chicago. I think this is going to be a better game. I like the way the Bulls are playing lately. Giddey's playing good ball, rebounding, passing, assisting, getting everybody involved. I think these teams get up and down, but I'm actually going to go under. I think there's just too many points. I don't think the Bulls can really make a lot of shots. So let's go under 239, Phoenix and the Bulls. Brooklyn and Philly. I'm with Rod. You just can't lay this with Philly. Let's take Brooklyn with the points. I'm also leaning toward the under. I think these teams are going to get back and forth, but I think a little physical play is going to slow this game down in the second half. So let's go under and also lay it with Brooklyn. And in the last game, I'm with Rod on the over. Luka's back. I think the Lakers going to push the pace. How Denver gets down, they're healthy. These teams are going to get up and down and push this total over, whatever it is at the moment, 242, 241, whatever it is, we're going over.
And there from Solo. All right, I tell you what I think about these games. Yeah, I agree here with Chicago here, plus the points here. Phoenix has failed to cover 15 of 19 against the East. They failed to cover 4 of their past 5 on the road. And Brooklyn here, a team here that does cover spreads. When you look at their numbers away from home here, I was trying to see here, but the Suns have not been a really good road defensive team this season. Lost to 5 of those for 5 of their past 6 games away from home. I should be talking here about Chicago here in this spot. So I'll look at the Bulls here in their Bulls here at home, allowing 34% from 3. So they do defend the 3-point line well at home. So I'll look at them in this spot. Nets and Sixers. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and look at Brooklyn in this spot. The Nets have covered 6 of 7 with a push here. They're 18-10 to spread on the road, and this Philadelphia team is just not getting it done here. You look at their they have a -4 net rating over their past 7 at home, and on the road here. So I'll be looking here at Brooklyn in this spot. I'm sorry, Brooklyn in this spot. Philadelphia at home has been struggling there. Past 2 on the road for Brooklyn. They put up some points here, so I'll look at them in this spot. Lakers and Nuggets. Yeah, I'll look at the over in this game. Denver 19-9 to the over at home. And against these teams that give up 46% of shooting or greater at home, the Nuggets 12-4 to the over. We know the Lakers with this small unit, their only chance here is kind of play that fast, that small ball, play it fast. There's no one to post up to. You can't trust anyone in the post to generate offense. You're going to have to find that open shot and take it, and that's what you got to do here. So I like Lakers and Nuggets over 241.5, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I just hope LeBron can, when we start playing 3 to 4 games a week, I just hope LeBron can handle this fast pace. That's the one thing that kind of worries me about this small ball ball. It's the only way you're going to win. But I just hope LeBron can hold up at his age, played at this pace consistently throughout the NBA regular season. Let's continue.
Yeah, when they slow it down, we in trouble. When they slow it down and dump into Jokic one-on-one, and they don't allow him to bang that ball and go 5, 6, 7 dribbles one-on-one, we are cooked.
Yeah. They're going to have to really rotate, bring fresh guys in and out. I mean, that's what you got to do now with the Lakers. And like I said, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Visually, it's much better, and I think it's better for the younger players, Jackson, all these guys here, because they seem more locked into the game. They're not made for this post-up stuff. This is not 90s, 80s, 2000s. These guys come from college programs. We're running and gunning now. That's the only way you can recruit players. And these players,
they throw the lob before they throw it in for the post-up. Lakers, they throw the lob like every 3-4 plays. Yeah,
that's what they do. And the younger guy, I didn't know this guy was so good. Yeah, because you're playing a system that they want to play. That's what you got. You got some 20-year-old guys in early 20s in your roster.
Oh yeah, Hayes was a top 10 pick out of Texas. They just fell in the wrong system.
Yeah. This system is the small ball is right for them. You got to run up and down the court. There we go. We got you through the first. Let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. Guys, we're giving you our free picks, but again, if you want our best stuff, our premium plays, click the link in the description. That'll take you over to Tony'sPicks.com. Check us out over there right now and get on board with our packages. Remember, all our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must earn a profit or amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That is profit guarantee. There for our best visit, Tony's Picks. All right, let's continue on. Close out this NBA here with Rockets and Jazz. We got the Rockets here on the road. 2 back-to-back teams. They're only back-to-back teams here as Rockets and Jazz here. Rockets 7.5, total 229. The rest of the games, all teams rested here. Charlotte and Portland to close it out. Portland getting a lot of respect here. 4.5-point favorites, total 222. Let's take a look here at the injury report for these final 2 games. Yep, we got Houston and Utah. Van Fleet and Zeller are doubtful. Sexton questionable for Utah. Charlotte and Portland. Jeffries and Okogie are out. And for Portland, no Minaya, no Thibault. Remember, Ayton is going to be out for about several weeks here with that calf issue. That's a big injury there. Klingon is now going to be inserted into the starting role there. So other than that, their shooters look to be healthy there for Portland. So we got you covered there. Let's go on over to Rod.
Yeah, looking at that matchup, I'm going to take Charlotte here plus the 5. You look at what Portland's been doing, 1-4 straight up, 1-4 against the number. Definitely cooled off since their hot streak at home. So give me the Hornets plus the 5 in that matchup. I think it comes right down to it. Kind of lean to an over as well in that one. And then looking at the Rockets taking on the Jazz, it's like what happens in the NBA? If you look at the Jazz, they got whooped, right? They got whooped last night. Well, now here on the back-to-back, I think they keep it close with the Rockets. Both teams on the back-to-back here. You trust the Rockets out on the road. Still no Van Fleet. It says game time decision, but I don't think he plays there in that one. Give me the Jazz plus the 7.5. I've seen it too many times in the NBA that you see that one team the night before and they just got whooped by OKC. Well, they took the foot off the gas and saved some energy for this one here tonight. Give me the Jazz plus the 7.5 there. I think it's a bounce back spot here. Keep it close with Houston.
Yeah, from Rod. And they said we move on over to Solo.
H-Town and Utah. Houston played good ball last night. I sat the game out without Van Fleet. I'm really not backing him until he comes back. Utah's actually been pretty solid at home. The game got away from him yesterday, but I think these teams are going to get up and down and score some points. Let's take this total over 230. Charlotte and Portland, same kind of situation. I watched the Portland LA game the other day, and what's his name, Anthony Simons, he struggled. I want to say he went 0 for 7 from the 3-point line. He averaged like 3.2 a game. Look for Portland to shoot the ball better today, so I'm going to lay it with Portland. We also go over 222.
And there from Solo. Yeah, the website's up. I just came it up on someone asked the question. Yes, that's up. You can also go to members.tonyspix.com and check that out as well. I'll tell you what I think here about these games here. Houston and Utah, Jesse. I'm going to take Utah here plus the 7.5 and back-to-back games. Rockets 4-7-1 to the spread. Jazz have covered 5 or 6 at home, although they didn't cover yesterday though. But we looked at Houston. They had, remember that road spell. They had lots of struggles there on that road spell before hitting the break. They failed to cover 3 of 4 on the road. And if you like the under, also just make note that both teams in back-to-backs have trending heavily to the under, especially Houston trending heavily to the under in back-to-back spots. So keep an eye there. Hornets in Portland. I'm not comfortable laying over a possession with Portland, even at this home spot against Hornets. Hornets showing they can shoot a little bit. One thing here, of course, Ball in there, but there's someone to keep an eye on here in this Charlotte lineup, and that's Miles Bridges, who's been elevated because of their injuries. Miles Bridges has put up some points and shows to have somebody who has a bright future for this team. And he suddenly, remember when Ball and both Ball and Miller were out, and you were wondering who's going to score for this Hornets team. Well, there's one guy who really stepped up his game. That's Miles Bridges. So
he's aggressive right now.
Yeah, and he knows this. Hey, this is an opportunity right here because you're getting guys that are getting injured, and they're especially when, like I said, when Ball and Miller were out at the same time, Bridges was the one hitting the score sheet, and he's somebody to keep an eye on there for this Charlotte Hornets team. So I'll look at Charlotte in this spot. All right, let's continue here on Tony Six Morning Show. So we're ready to turn our attention over to college hoops. This big 134 game card tonight. Oh yeah, it's today and tonight, all the way to late night. So we'll do this. We usually do on Saturday. We do these in blocks of 4 to keep our sanity. So in this first block here, we'll cover the games from 3 o'clock. I'm sorry, nooners, the nooners, and including the games at 3 Eastern time. So the nooners and including the games at 3 Eastern time. We start with Rod.
Hold on, I'm dealing with it. Give me 1 second here. Let's deal with
go?
That's why I know solo.
Yeah, go to solo.
We're gonna start with Tennessee and Texas A&M. What's his noon start kickoff here? I like the way Buzz Williams and his team is playing lately. I think they're gonna scrap at home. I'm gonna take this total under 130.5. I think we see some defense. I think these teams slow this game down. Let's go under. Where we at? You say 3 o'clock. Houston and Iowa. This is a tricky game right here. I also think we see defense. I'm gonna take this total under 130.5. I know a lot of people are gonna jump on Iowa with the points. I know they're a really good team, but that's a fishy line. Houston plays really good ball at home. I think they're gonna settle down, play some defense. Let's take this total under. And let's go one more here. Where's the game I was looking at? Louisville and not Louisville. Where's it at? Oh yeah, I'm back on the whiskey today, baby. Double shot of whiskey. I'm gonna lay to 8.5. I don't like the way this Oregon team is playing. Let's get that money early. Double shot of whiskey. Tennessee, Texas A&M under, and Houston, Iowa State under.
All right. Yeah, they almost lost that game against Iowa. They were just down, and it did not look very good. That's a team they should have just pounded there. On back to Rod.
Okay, you went all the way to 2 p.m. Eastern, right?
Including 3 Eastern. Including the
3 Eastern, okay. Yeah. Including the 3 Eastern. So kicking it off in the in that time slot. Let's go with there's a couple here I like in this time slot. Give me Georgia Tech on the road against Boston College. You look at Boston College 1 of 4 straight up, going the opposite direction. You look at Georgia Tech 4 and 1 straight up, 3 and 2 against the number. And then you look, they're land points, right? They're 1 and 7 on the road, so something's fishy there. Someone knows something. Give me Georgia Tech. Lay the 2.5 there. In that matchup, look at it. Citadel taking on Chattanooga. Well, you look when you see these two clubs getting together. The last 6 head-to-head between these two clubs have all seen 149-plus points when they get together. So this totals at 146.5. It was at 145.5. It ticked up 1 point. Still not enough. I think we cruise into the 150s there. Take the over between Chattanooga and Citadel with a lead to Chattanooga to whoop Citadel. Citadel's been asked. Look, 0-10 on the road. Awful on the road to Citadel. but they definitely can give it up. Chattanooga probably drops 100 on them today there in that matchup. The other one I'm looking at here in this time block of games is where it's a give me FIU here heading into Liberty. Liberty's 4-1 in the number, 3-2 against that spread. But I think it's just too many points. You look at FIU on the road. Why? Because they get these big numbers. They're 6-5 ATS on the road. So 13 points. I'll take FIU plus the 13 there in that matchup. And then another one I'm looking at in this time block of games is is Oklahoma just a complete fade now? Oklahoma still ranked 17th, 0-5, 0-5 against the number. They've been awful over the last 5 games and have looked awful. But Mississippi State on the road, 6-2, 5-3 against that number. Give me Oklahoma here plus the 4. This is at home. They're 10-4 and playing good ball. I'm going to take Oklahoma. You're giving me over possession. 10-4 at home. That's where they play their better ball. I know they're only 5-9 ATS at home, but I'm going to take Oklahoma. Everybody's got more cowbell going today. So
that lost to LSU at home. I think people remember that lost to LSU at home. I think.
Yeah, they do that, right? So yeah, I'm going to take Oklahoma there. I think it's a bounce back spot for them. And then another one I'm looking at here in this early slate of games is Tennessee heading into Texas A&M. You look Texas A&M at home; they only got 1 loss, but now laying 2. I don't want to lay 2 with Texas A&M. I know Tennessee on the road hasn't been good. They're a 500 club. It is. It's a coin flip on the road with Tennessee, right? Not today. Give me the Tennessee on the money line. I think they come into Texas A&M and get the outright win in that matchup. And then I was solo Oregon. Man, talk about bad schedule. It's like go out east, come back home. Go out east, come back home. Now you're back into Wisconsin again. Holy man, just a tough travel spot. Ducks are taking a beating on the road. 3-5-1 ATS. I got whiskey by double digits there in that one. Definitely need a triple shot of whiskey there in that matchup. I think they win big for Wisconsin there. And one more early game, NJIT taking on UNBC. I love the over in this matchup. It was at 149 overnight, up to 150.5. I think we cruise into the 160. No defense played, NJIT, UNBC.
Hey, Tony, can I throw one more in there real quick, Tony?
Yeah, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Yeah, I left one out, guys. This Wake Forest, NC State. NC State, they up there with Boston College for one of the worst teams ACC. We're going to lay it with Wake.
There we go. Yep, another early start for NJIT, noon Eastern. That's too early for these computer geeks. They're not morning guys. They stay up all the way 3, 4, 5 in the morning on their computers. So that's the angle there with the computer geeks there. Yeah, I'm with you right on Tennessee plus the points. They're just in really good shooting form right now. And it's just tough with Aggies, a team that shoots 41% in conference and 13th in effective field goal shooting in the SEC, and a team that turns the ball over, can't hit threes. And then you're going to face a really good defensive like Vols who can rebound on the glass. So these bad shooting teams, when they face these good rebounding teams, especially with Tennessee and the shooting form they're on, I'll look at them in that spot. I would say in Houston, I'm going to take Houston because Iowa State's missing their 2 top scorers. They're injured. Mm-hmm. So that's the issue there here with Iowa State. So I'll look at Houston here to pound it here because, again, you're missing your top scorers here for Iowa State. All right, let's continue here on the 26th morning show as we get ready here for the next series of games. We're going to cover the games in this block. We'll cover the games from 3:30 Eastern time. We'll include the 5:30 Eastern time in this block. So 3:30 and include the 5:30 Eastern. We start with Rod.
All right. Oh, come on, computer. Don't fail me now.
Start with Solo.
No, we're good. 5:30. We'll go 5:30. Not my favorite time slot of games. First one I like Kennesaw at home. Playing a good ball here at home is Kennesaw. 12-2 at home. 3 against that number. And over the last 5, 4-1 ATS, taking on New Mexico State. New Mexico State on the road, 6-5. They have been not bad against the number, but usually getting a little more. I like Kennesaw and Owls there. My number has them 7-8 point win, and I'm only having to lay 4.5. I'll lay it with the Kennesaw Owls there at home in that matchup. And then another one I'm looking at here is give me the over between McNeese and Texas A&M, Corpus Christi there. I think a whole lot of no defense being played. McNeese can definitely chuck up to 3. I know they're not been good against the spread. 0-5 against the spread, so kind of lead to Texas A&M Corpus Christi there to get the cover, but I like the over as the play, 140.5. That's way too low. Give me the over in that matchup. And then one more I like in this time spot here is Vermont at home. I know you're laying 4 here at home with Vermont, but this is where they play their best ball. You look at UMass Lowell on the road, 3-8, 5-6 against the number, but usually they're getting a lot more than 4.5. I got Vermont by 8+. Lay it with Vermont at home in that matchup. And one more, yeah. I like the give me the under between Howard and Morgan State. This total's at 164.5. And you look at Morgan State in their, or Howard, their last 6 games have seen under 160 or less points scored in this matchup. So that total's about 4 points too high for me. Take the under 164.5 Howard and Morgan State there in that matchup.
Morgan State got a really good guard. I saw him score 43 times this year.
He can score 90. They could plunk a 90, and Howard can score 60, right? 90, 60, 150, still under the total.
I love the play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we have 4 to 6. What do you say, Tony?
We're doing this. We're including from 3:30 and including 5:30.
All right, we're gonna start with Ole Miss and Vandy. I think Vandy gets it done at home. It's a light number here. I want to say -1.5. I think Vandy, the Commodores, come to play. I think they get it done at home. Let's take Vandy on the money line. Let's not lay it. Let's take the money line on that one. SMU and Clemson. I'm on SMU on the money line. You guys played at 2.5. I'm on the money line. I know Clemson is really good, but away from home, I don't think they're strong as they are in Lil John. I think down here in Dallas, Dallas gonna get up and down run. They got the athletes to stay with them. I think SMU gets them. This atmosphere is gonna be electric. Let's take the Mustangs. Lamar and Houston Christian. Lamar won the first matchup. I want to say 63-61. That was at home. Now they're at Houston Christian. Houston Christian is, want to say, like 10-17. They're not really a strong team. Let's just take the better team. Let's just take Lamar on the money line. We're not going to lay the spread. Let's take Lamar on the money line on that one.
Yeah, from Silla. All right, tell you what I think about these games. Yeah, I agree with SMU here. You look at SMU over their past 5 games, put up 82 points a game, 50% shooting, holding team to 39% here. Away from home, Clemson does not shoot the ball very well. Look at SMU there. Yeah, I'm going to be on the Ole Miss side. I just don't trust this Vanderbilt defense. You look at the past 5 games, giving up 53% shooting. Ole Miss, the better defensive team. They've also covered 8 of 10 here away from home. And they do defend away from home, holding teams to 42% shooting. So their defense travels. Look at Ole Miss in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the 26 Morning Show, giving you guys our free picks. Remember, if you're looking for our best bets, head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. That's where you'll find our best plays are right there right now from our cappers. You click the links, get signed up. And, of course, remember the promo code Tony at checkout will save you that 15% off. We're lock and loaded for this big Saturday card from college basketball, NBA, NHL as well. So get on over and get signed up. Let's continue here on the 26 Morning Show as we're ready for our next block. This block will cover the games from 6 Eastern and include the 8:30 Eastern time. So we cover the 6 Eastern, include 8:30 Eastern time. We start here with Rob.
Yeah, looking at these this section of games all the way up to the 8:30 time slot, and that includes the big game. You got Illinois heading into playing Duke at MSG. I think that turns into a track meet. I like the over 156 in that matchup. Definitely not a defensive game. I think up and down we go, and both teams can score. So I think both teams score into the 80s probably in that matchup. Give me the over 156 there. And then you're looking at Princeton again. Princeton are going to lay some points. Yeah, no thanks. Give me Dartmouth plus the 6.5 there in that matchup. Princeton laying points has not been good. They may be 8-3 straight up at home, but against the number 1-8 ATS against that number. Didn't cover yesterday again. Give me Dartmouth plus the 6 in that matchup. Included the 8:30, right?
Including 8:30. So that
includes. Okay, so then give me everybody's thinking this is gonna be a letdown spot for Missouri here, right? Going into Arkansas, the Hogs have been playing good. Give me Missouri. See what they did last game, and they dropped a $110 on Alabama. Yeah. What are they gonna do? Yeah, Hogs here in this one. Only have to lay 2 with the better team. I got Missouri by at least 8 in that matchup. Give me Missouri going into Arkansas and beating up the Hogs in that matchup there. Another one I like in this time spot is give me San Diego State heading into Utah State. That's going to be a great matchup. You know, San Diego State 5-2 on the road this season. 3-4 against the number, but most of the time they're laying points. So getting 6 there with, I think, probably the better club. Give me San Diego State plus the 6 in that matchup. And then I think my hat's just right over there. It's time for a little bit of payback. Revenge game here in this spot. You got St. Mary's beat Gonzaga earlier this year. Gonzaga's going to whoop them by 10 at home on their home court. No chance for St. Mary's here on the road in this one. Take the extended line on Gonzaga by 10 plus. They're going to whoop St. Mary today. Whooping. Whoop, 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 whoop. St. Mary's got no chance in that one. Spanking. Love the Zags by 10 plus there in that matchup.
There
and
we
then
go.
somebody has to book the Florida game. My book won't let me offer any extended line at the one book that I'm looking at more than minus 11 at a plus 115. So the book's guarding against the Florida beatdown of LSU in that one. So, yeah, as Mr. Westergass, Gators extended line. I wanted to get the 14.5. At least I think they win by 15. LSU's going to get a beaten today by the Gators in that one. As I said, my book will only minus 11 at the 115. So, yes, Mr. Weskers, lay it big with the Gators today. Chop, 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 chop.
Yeah, Gators there, run roll. Of course, Gonzaga is the home market for Western Canada, just in case you didn't know that. All right, move on over to Solo.
I don't really love this spot, but I'm going to start with Texas and South Carolina. I like the way the Longhorns are playing ball of late. I don't really like the South Carolina team. I think the Longhorns going to come in here. We're going to lay the 2.5. Let's take Texas. And one more, I'm going to lay it with Duke. I just think they're a far better team. I think they're the best team in the country. Illinois, they started strong. They got some good players, but they're really young. These guards just don't have the seasoning just yet. I think this neutral site, I want to say they're in the Garden. I think these lights are a little bit too bright for Illinois. Let's lay it with Cooper Flag and the Blue Devils.
Game in the Garden there, kind of a awkward schedule. We used to see more of this back in the day when they played these one out of conference. Those usually been on CBS. CBS used to get those out of conference games this deep in the regular season. But I guess
is this a classic or something?
I didn't really look it up. I don't know what it is. Yeah, that's interesting to note. They usually are tied to something there, right? Yeah, I'm going to look at Kentucky plus the points. I know, hey, it's a bounce back for Crimson Tide, but the defense hasn't been tied here over their past 5, getting a 45% shooting. And failing to cover 3 of their past 5. And getting Kentucky this many points, they're shooting. And believe it or not, they're defending pretty well over their past 5, holding teams at 43%. They've covered 4 of their past 5. And let me just tell you, Kentucky's a tested team, man. I know it's a tough going into this arena here, but they've been tested. And I'll look at them here plus the points. I'm with Rod. I think this is a Gonzaga spot. When you look at the shooting numbers here for this Gonzaga team, they shot the ball really well. And over their past 5, holding teams at 37% shooting. So they're really locking down that defense, this Gonzaga team. And when you look at St. Mary's shooting numbers in the WCC, they're just an average team. They're like number 5, number 6 in 3 and 2-point shooting, and they don't make their free throws. So they have not been dominant offensively, St. Mary's here. But then you're looking at a team here in Gonzaga, a better shooting team against the conference. I'll look at them in this spot. All right, let's continue here on the 26 Morning Show as we'll close out college basketball with the games beginning at 9 Eastern, and we'll cover the last game on the board. Tonight's what's our last game. This one goes all the way to 10 Eastern. So the 9 Eastern and the 10 Eastern tonight. We start here with Rod.
Yeah, because Hawaii's actually in San Diego taking on the Tritons in that one. And Tritons laying 15.5 in that matchup. That's a big boatload to be laying, but the Tritons, I think, are that much of the better team. But when you look, when they went to Hawaii, it was a 74-63 win. So give me Hawaii plus the 15.5 there in that one. I think it's too many for the Tritons to be winning that one. You look, they won earlier by 11, not by 15.5. They were looking for a 10-point win. They're pretty much locked into first into the Big West. So I think the Tritons win by 10. Not looking to pound Hawaii right out of their gym in that matchup. And then the other one I'm looking at in this late night window is there it is. I'm looking at Pepperdine plus the 6.5 heading into LMU. I don't trust LMU at all. 1 of 4 in their last 5. 1 of 4 ATS in their last 5. They are 10-5 at home, but 6-8 against that number. 11-16 against the spread. Give me Pepperdine plus the 6.5 there in that matchup. Definitely not the late night slate that I'm running to the window. You bet. I love the earlier slate though. Way better on the college basketball card.
I don't know where these games were played, but they played Alcorn or Florida A&M played a game at 2 a.m. Eastern, and Jackson State and Bethune-Cookman played one at 11 p.m. Eastern time. I didn't know where those games were, by the way. But anyway, I know they had a classic at the Jackie Robinson Stadium, UCLA, yesterday, but those are already finals already. I guess they're counted for Saturday.
Betting on Alcorn at 2 a.m.
Alcorn at 2 a.m. I don't know where that game was played. I mean, that was funny there. Right on over to Solo.
Last card here. Guys, it's going to be an ugly one, too. BYU and Arizona. I recommend you take the points. I feel like this situation for the Cougars, I'm going to take the money line with BYU. Again, you guys take the points. Hawaii and San Diego State. I think that's a nice little road trip for Hawaii. I think these teams will struggle to score. I'm going to take this total under 137.5.
And there from Solo, tell me what I think about these late night games. I'm going to take UNLV here plus the points at home. Rams have failed to cover 8 of 12 away from home. And the defense here has been the issue here over their past 5 games. Rams giving up 48% shooting over their past 5. I'll look here. UNLV, 4th in defensive efficiency in the Mountain West, so they defend pretty well, these Rebels, so I'll take them here in that spot. Now I'm going to look at Arizona here laying the points. Wildcats have shot the ball well at home, covering 8 of their past 13. BYU here, not a team that forces turnovers there. So I'll look at the Wildcats in the spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Simone Show. We got you through the college basketball card. Of course, we're going to get you through this big hockey card. But first up, Solo doesn't have his skates. So let's see. First of all, give us your parlay, and then we'll get to you what you got for sale.
You could have just ran through it, Tony. We could do it at the end.
All right, we'll do it at the end. Let's do that. Okay, let's get to the hockey segment. So we'll turn our attention to the hockey. Rod will carry the hockey for us today. So in our first block, we're going to cover the matinee games. So the games from 12:37 Eastern all the way till before the PM. So 5:37. So these 4 matinee games, 12:37 to 5:37, Rod. So we got Wild at Red Wings. We got the Red Wings $1.20 total 5.5. Oilers and Flyers. Oilers $1.90 total 6.5 or 6. Capitals and Penguins. We got the Capitals $1.60 total 5.5. And we end this block with Rangers and Sabres here. We got the Rangers $1.20 total 6.
Yeah, and look at this block. I like the Philadelphia Flyers at the big plus price. You look at this Oilers team. Hey, what happened? Your captain just came back from the 4 Nations, so he hasn't had any time off, and he's going to jump right in with the team. He flew with the Flyers to Philadelphia from Boston. He came with the coaches of Philadelphia. They were on Team USA, so he flew with the Flyers right into this game. And the Oilers in day games have not been so good. They follow a home loss, which is how they ended the break, was with a loss at home to Colorado 5-4 in that matchup. And what do they do in day games following a home loss? 0-7 in day games are these Edmonton Oilers. This is just one of those low spots where I don't think the team's all ramped up, ready to go. But I think this Philadelphia team is. Should be Urson in goal for the Flyers in that one. And I like him to stand on his head here in this one. And get the Flyers get the win there in that matchup. And then looking at another one here in the spot, I'm going to take the Minnesota Wild. I think they're just a better team than Detroit. Yeah, Detroit was hot heading into that break, 7-2-1. But the Wild, they are the better team there in that one. 20-7 on the road this season is this Minnesota team. It's where they play the best hockey. And you only have to lay a -105. Wrong team favorite there. Give me the Minnesota Wild in that matchup.
They're from Rod on
no
over.
Caps.
No Caps.
No Caps. Look at the Caps. Give me 1 second. I got to see if the who's confirmed on the goalie on the Caps. So
the goalie.
Right. That line looks like it's not going to be Logan Thompson. Why? Because I really think they save him for tomorrow. Is what I said in the video. Let me just have a quick look. It's because what happens is Logan Thompson's the better goalie, but like I said, at least half these teams are on the first half.
Yeah, tomorrow there's 10 games. 14 today, 10 tomorrow.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the Caps that they're only -155, right? So it's not confirmed, and of course it's not. Here it comes. It's probably still too early for them to confirm who's starting, but I would think that with that price, I would expect the Caps to be closer to -175, -180, even -200. In that one, Logan Thompson is expected to play, so I would have to lean to the Washington. But I like the over there in that play. In that game as a better. These two teams get together with each other, and we're gonna see some goals in that one. But the price looks fine in me. It looks like Charlie Lindgren's gonna get the start for Washington. That's why I like the over 5.5 That just seems way too light for a Washington-Pittsburgh game. So no confirmation there on the Caps. Otherwise, yeah, I would love to jump all over the Caps with Logan Thompson, but I can't do it until I know it's confirmed. That line looks funky.
There you go from Rod. Let's continue on here. On this block, we're going to cover the 607s, Stars and Devils. Devils dogs here. We got Stars $1.15, total 5.5. Avalanche and Predators. Here we got the Avs $1.30 on the road, total of 6. Kraken at Panthers. Panthers $2.30, total 5.5.
Yeah, and you look at these ones here. I'm looking at Dallas taking on New Jersey. Dallas, the better team by far. Devils have had a good start, but they need their goalie back. At least Jake Allen got a little bit of a rest. He most likely starts here for the Devils. They're definitely missing Markstrom. 5-5 in their last 10 games. Well, Dallas 7-2-1 in their last 10. Should be odd you're getting the start here for Dallas and having to lay that price. Even if it is the Smith going for Dallas, I still like Dallas in that spot. And then definitely not going Betty Crashville in that matchup. The price does make it look a little bit funky, but I'm still going to take Colorado. They are the better team in that matchup. Not even close there in that one.
Yeah, from Rod. Guys, you're getting our free picks here on our show here, but if you're looking for Rod's and our best bets, just click the link in the description. That'll take you to Tony'sPicks.com. Get our best bets, premium plays there. All documented handicappers here. Tony'sPicks.com. You can see Rod come off a big day yesterday. He's at a 5-0, Rod. Big one yesterday, guys. So go ahead and get signed up. Promo code Tony checkout will knock off 15% off. All right, let's continue here on our NHL rundown. On this block, we're going to cover the 5 games at 7:07. So the 7:07s have the Jets and Blues. We have the Jets $1.30, total of 6. Hurricanes and Maple Leafs here. We got the Hurricanes $1.20, total 6. Ducks at the Bruins here. Bruins $2, total 5.5. Canadians and Senators. In this one, we got the Senators here $1.70, total 5.5. That's a big rivalry game right there. Blackhawks and Blue Jackets here. Blue Jackets $1.75, total 6.5.
Yeah, and look at these matchups here in these 7:07 games. I'm looking at you look at the Jets and St. Louis. I was getting excited. I was like, "Woo! We're gonna see a rematch of the Four Nations, right?" St. Louis, you got Bennington in goal. Winnipeg will have a Hellebuck. We'll see a rematch of what we just saw. Both those teams going to sit both those guys. Comrie's going to get the start for the Jets. Hofer most likely gets the start for the Blues in that matchup. So when you look at those two goalies, I'll take the Jets in that matchup. 8-2 in their last 10. They are the better team, and I don't even care if Comrie's in there. It's Comrie versus Hofer. I'll take the Jets all day, especially at that price. You don't have to lay a whole pile of the juice with the Jets team that is the better team. Give me the Jets in that matchup. Here's a good game. You got Carolina heading into Toronto to take on the Leafs. Looks like Stolarz is back for the Leafs. I think he plays in that matchup. And then Carolina and Kochekov. Both teams have had some players that were in the Four Nations. You got Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner. Goalie-wise, no goalies were in for these clubs. But I like the Leafs at that big plus price at home. Give me the Leafs at home on a Saturday night. That's the way they play their better hockey. Carolina on the road, they're below 500 hockey club. 12, 13, and 3 on the road is this Carolina club. They play their better hockey at home. Give me the Leafs at home on a Saturday night.
They'll be smoking the Leafs. They'll be smoking the Leafs today.
Smoking the Leafs today. You got it.
All right, let's continue on here with the NHL. We'll close it out here with these West Coast games. Hockey Club at Kings, a 9:07 start here. We got the Kings favored $1.65, total 5.5. Close out with Vancouver and Vegas. Here we got Vegas, the favorite $1.60. I see $1.88 at BOL. Wow, so there's some big numbers in this one. Total sits here at 5.5.
Yeah, and you look at going again, Vancouver. Looks like Kevin Lankinen is going to get the start for the Canucks here in that one. And he just got paid. They just signed him to like a big 5-year contract. So he collected the big payday. So he'll be happy. He's been Mr. Road Warrior for Vancouver. You look at Vancouver, 6-3-1 heading into that break. Playing their better hockey on the road here in this one. But, which is a big but, Vegas at home, 19-6-3. They only got 6 regulation losses all season long, does Vegas at home. I expect Hill to get the start. Hill rode the bench. He didn't play a whole lot in the Four Nations. Got part of the celebration. Basically, he was on vacation and hoisted the Four Nations Cup as the backup goalie there in those. I think he checked in for a little bit, but definitely didn't have to work a whole lot there. And at home, Hill's the better goalie there in that matchup. I would lean to an under. I expect a low-scoring one with this 5.5. First to 3 wins, I think it's 3-1 on Vegas in that matchup. And another under. So the 2 late night ones, I like the under. You look at Utah heading into LA. LA has just been the under machine. You look at LA, I believe it's 30 and 20 to the under this season. Well, Utah 31 and 21 to the under. So both these clubs play defensive hockey. Utah plays their better hockey on the road. You look at Utah 7-3 to the under in their last 10. Yep, give me the under 5.5 with a lean to Utah as they play their better hockey on the road. That's a big plus price to be passing up with the Utah Hockey Club. I like Utah there.
Here from Rod. All right, we got you. We're going to start with Solo in the Parlay Peripheral segment. So now we can let Rod catch his breath a little bit. We got you through the hockey, all the sports. Now it's time for our Parlay Peripheral segment where our cappers give out their parlay. They can give a player prop. They got a game in the future. We have exhibition baseball on the board, 12-game cards as well. So the cappers make the pick. They choose it, their segment here. We'll start with Solo.
It's a huge slate, but we want to start off the weekend right. We want to give you some winners here. Let's go Lamar on the money line. Let's go where is it at? Houston minus the points, minus the 11, and let's go with the Lakers over.
There from Solo, back to Rod.
And for me, we're going to go college basketball 3-teamer. We're going to go lay it with the Zags, take Tennessee on the money line, and then we're going to take Solo's La Tech on the road here. I love them here in the spot. Take them on the money line, throw them into the parlay.
Yeah, they beat them the first time by like 8 on the road. Now they got them at home. I think they'll bounce back in this one. They've won 2 straight road games. I think the Bulldogs is a solid play today.
All right,
yep.
The team I like Houston, Utah under. These teams trend unders in back-to-backs. You know, these Utah Lions, these totals have been always high with Utah, but in back-to-backs, it's under there. Give me Shmoo SMU plus the points there, and I'll take UNLV plus the points in that late-night game as well. All right, we got you through our Parlay Peripheral segment. And now it's time to see what the cappers have for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Heading to a big weekend of Hope Soups coverage, guys. 2 more weeks with all these teams in action. And then we have ASUN tournament beginning in early March. So we'll see what Rod has for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Rod come out with a big day yesterday over on the leaderboards. You can check him out there. Rod also really good numbers in the NHL. So, Rod, what you got for sale over at Tony's Picks?
And over at Tony's Picks today, I've got a nice little 5-pack in college basketball. Included in that 5-pack is my 10-star college basketball slam dunk of the day. You can definitely scoop that up singly, or better yet, grab that 5-pack of college basketball plays. Also got my NHL sniper play of the day, and then I got an NBA drop a dime play as well. So, as I said yesterday, the 3-day pass was the way to go. You would have kicked off your weekend with a nice 5-0 start. Still grab that 3-day pass. You'll get everything I got going today, everything I got going tomorrow. 10-game slate on the NHL tomorrow. Nice slate of NBA. I think there's more NBA games tomorrow than there was today.
10.
And 10, right? Yeah, see, so 10 and 10. So there's 20 games right there alone just in the NHL and NBA. There'll be some college basketball thrown in there as well. So that 3-day pass is the way to go. You get Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then I'll throw in Tuesday as early enough that you'll get that as well. So 3-day pass is the way to go. Why? Because you want to be on board long term. That way you don't miss out on any late steam. If you find any late info in this college basketball slate or even in the late NBA slate, we put that play in. And that way you get that play with us because you'll get an email directly to you when you're bored long term here at Tony's Picks. So hit the link, head on over. Join me this weekend. Let's have ourselves a big winning weekend.
Yeah, big winning weekend with Rod. Got on board over at Rod over at Tony'sPicks.com. You see great results from Rod as multi-packs. Remember, all of our 1-day passes are profit guaranteed. Must earn a profit or amount purchase will be correct your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. So go ahead and get on board with Rod over at Tony'sPicks.com. Let's see what Solo has for sale right now over at Tony'sPicks.com. We'll roll up Solo, see what he's got rolling on. Solo, what you got for sale over at Tony's Picks?
I got a best bet NBA, best bet college basketball. I got a 3-pack in both sports, college basketball and NBA. Starting off slow. We got our ass kicked yesterday, but you already know we're going to shake back, bounce back today, get that money back.
Let's see what Solo's got.
Let's get to the money.
Get to the money indeed. Got boy with Solo over at Tony's Pick. You can see Solo here, ready to roll here with some packages here. 3 packs NBA, 3 packs college hoops. He's locked and loaded here with the best bet as well from both of the sports. Each capper can, all of our cappers can release 1 best bet per sport. So he's locked and loaded with the multi-packs up here as well. You know, instead of buying these plays into all these plays in a package, you can also opt for that 3-day all sports pass. But you make the call. Best bets on the board from Solo. So get on board with Solo over at Tony'sPicks.com. Remember that promo code TonyT at checkout will knock off 15% off your purchase. So get on board with Solo over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right. got a best bet on the board right now over at Tony's Picks out here from the college hoops, as well as a 3-pack, mixing up NBA and college mixed pack there on a 3-pack. Of course, you can also get my long-term pass. Remember when you get that 1-month pass that covers you all the way till March 21st to get you through the regular season of college basketball, as well as all those conference tournaments. When you get on board with that 1-month all sports pass, of course, we have a 2-for-1 capper promotion. You can match them up with your favorite capper here at TonySpix.com with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. All right. We're with you here, guys, every day here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time here on the Tony Six Morning Show. I just want to make note, guys, if you ever miss a show, you can always head on over to our YouTube channel. A lot's going on our YouTube channel, but we'll let you guys know here that you can always hit the live tab, and this is where you're going to see our replays, all of our live replays of our morning show. So if you ever missed a morning show, you can just head on over to our YouTube channel, and you can check us out right here. And, of course, we also have the happy hour Monday through Friday, Rod hosting it. But on our morning shows, just come on over to the live tab and click it. If you need help with those late games, just go ahead and rewatch the show. And, of course, on our YouTube channel, we also have lots of content from myself and the Cappers. And you can see Al coming in with his underdog picks of the day. I've got my NBA up there. You can see Rod coming in with that big card from the NHL. So you can get a little deeper dive when you click these videos. Get the Rod's picks here from the NHL, all games covered today. Also want to make note, we also have Suns and Bull from Kevin Thomas. Damien Sosh coming in here with his college basketball pick for you as well from Iowa State Houston. So as you can see here, we have lots of great content from our cappers. Just want to make note as well. Goran here with his EPL coming in with EPL. Mills was really hot with that UFC. Boy, he gives you a ton of picks here. 12 picks on this UFC card here. So hit that UFC Fight Night. Mills does a great job on his videos, guys. You got to check this out because he goes very much in depth with his picks. And you can see he's very knowledgeable and skilled in the UFC. He's also a member of the press. So, it's his job to cover these games, of course, as a member of the press. And you're getting a really good insight from Mills. And then I could just tell you, whether it's the main event, the opening fights, he'll nail all of them. It could be a 12 picks. That's a lot of fights there. A lot of the guys, I know a lot of people can talk about the main events, but man, he goes into the prelims, the early prelims, the past fights. He's got you covered here for this UFC card, guys. So check it out there over at Tony's Picks. Of course, Goran does a great job with the soccer. 7 picks up there as well. Al's NBA underdogs up there for you guys. So lots of great content over at TonySpix.com. My buddy Brian Biller, we got him off the beach from Florida. And he even comes in with a short today here from the Avs and Nashville. So Brian Biller, out of his vacation in Florida, was able to find some time and get some picks up for you there, guys. So check us out, Tony'sPicks.com. Over on the YouTube channel, we got lots going on right now, live and in podcast format. If you can't watch us, you can hear our podcast there. Tony's Picks on your favorite podcast networks out there. We put every pick in podcast form over at Tony's Picks Podcast. So check us there and any of your favorite podcast services there. All right. We got you through our show today. We're back here with you guys every day, 9:30 a.m. each time. Let everybody know, Rod, you put all those NHL picks up there on the YouTube channel. And, of course, we got to talk about that first, and then we'll get to the site, what's the site content. But let everybody know about what you got up on the channel today, and as well as your live show on the weekdays.
Yeah, definitely tune into the happy hour Monday to Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Love doing that show. Definitely good time had by all who tuned in there. Just definitely see a list of the regular cappers that you see here on the morning show pop in there, because sometimes they can't make the morning show, but they can make the afternoon show. So definitely tune into that 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you're looking for a hockey game that I didn't cover here on the morning show, we got you covered on the YouTube channel. So definitely go check those out. Got you covered more content on all those games. But as we say, our best bets, the ones we're making, are over at Tony's Picks. So definitely scoop those up. And then Tony's got some more content to tell you about over at the site. When you're over there checking it out, it's not just buying picks. Also more content over there. See, look at that. We got some good writers over here at Tony's Picks, giving you more content there at Tony's Picks. Look at we got NBA, we got college basketball covered there, and then we also got the.
I lost Rod's sound there for a second there, but we got, you can see we have lots of great content, NHL rundown videos or articles, I should say, from our talented writing staff up there, which includes Nick Lagaredos, you see him as a handicapper, Kevin Stott from the Las Vegas Review-Journal. He's done work for them, and he's also done work for Vegas the Sun there. So, guys, lots of great content. You can hit the college basketball pick tab, and you'll see we got college basketball picks up there for you as well. You can link from the homepage or just the tabs here. You can see we got lots of great free picks up here. The Saturday card is covered well for you guys here over at Tony'sPicks.com with our writers producing the great content. Nick gives you the entire NBA card every single day here on our website, so you can see we're ready, locked and loaded, ready to roll here with NBA.
Oh yeah, Nick working.
Well.
He dropping every game on there.
I know he drops every game. Yeah. So we got Nick working like Loretta's, one of our featured cappers at Tony'sPicks.com. So lots of great content, guys. give it a peek over at Tony's Picks. All right, Rod is having some tech issues, but that's going to do it for this edition here of the 26 Morning Show. Of course, let's see, Rod's back on the stage. Rod, I know you had to make some comments about the Riders. I guess we had him. He locked in. There he is. You're on mute there, Rod. Still on the mute side. Again, I guess he's having some sound issues there. Still on the mute side there, Rod. All right. That's going to do it for this. There we go. Okay.
The temperature dropped a little bit, and so we got a little bit colder. It was like, we did the whole show. We did 15 minutes before it decided to freeze up a little bit. You know what it was? I had that NHL goalies window open. It's always that NHL goalies window just slows this computer right up. I don't know what it is.
Oh, goodness.
Looking at the NHL goalies, it's like, it's that. And the NBA lineup too. It just
all those cookies, cookies in there taking all your browser information
on that site. Yeah, taking all my information. It just slows everything right up. I was like, why is it going so slow? So I closed that and everything's good. So definitely. And Lex, I did not say that the Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen plays for Buffalo. He did not sign a contract. It's Kevin Lankinen that signed a contract with the Vancouver Canucks. He was already the goalie with Vancouver. Go Lex, deal. Go Lex. The Sabres spot their goalie, buddy. You still got Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen.
Very good. All right, we got you through the show, guys. That's going to do it for this edition of the 26 Morning Show. Back again tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, so make sure you tune in. All right, that'll do it. Anybody have anything to say in closing before we go?
Good luck, everybody. Be smart.
Absolutely. No doubt about that. Be smart. We'll wake up. Bye, guys. You guys make it a winning Saturday. We're back tomorrow here on the 26 Morning Show.